Welcome back. It is Super Clone Week, and today is going to be set number 75283, the Armored Assault AAT tank, which features Ahsoka Tano. Boom, right there. Oh my gosh. Brilliant figure. We've got two battle droids. One that's randomly battle droid, one of them's battle droid driver. And, of course, an Ahsoka clone trooper, which is amazing. They match so well. So with that, let's dive into it. First, before we do that, let's get into box art. Here we go. Boom. I really like the box art on this. First of all, it matches, so that's beautiful. It's not always the case. And it's just a great depiction. You might have saw in the beginning I tried to pose them in the state of the box art. So with that, I thought it's probably one of the nice features of the set. I thought they did a really good job presenting it. There's the back with the trooper in back, kind of going over some of the different here, all the different play features, which I'll get to in a second. Real quick, here are the instructions. There's nothing too crazy about the instructions. The one weird part, and it won't be shown on the outside, so that I was a little confused at. What do you see there? Pink Lego bricks? I didn't think this was a Friends set. Not to knock Friends. I have plenty of Friends sets. But I thought that was a little weird to have pink bricks in the middle of the tank. So, very cool. This thing swivels all the way around. But it's very stable. So, not any problems with tipping. It'll go right back in. So it's it also has a good weight to it. As you all probably get sick when I'm moving this around. The negative, or I should say there's some side guns here. It's cool that they've made it so you can kind of just turn it, but they also do kind of fall off pretty easy, as you can see there. So I probably would have liked maybe a connector piece in here. Granted, the set was originally $40. I think I got it on sale. On sale, I think it's a fantastic price. If you look at, we'll get to the figures in a second, but the way I look at it, is this a $20 vehicle or even a $15 vehicle? I think 10 or 15 for sure. I'm not sure it's much more than that without really being a full featured build and maybe a little bit closer to the source material, which the big knock is the massive gun, which, I wish they would have done differently, but I will say it looks good. In terms of if you were not making it like it's got to be exact match and it's just a play toy, it's pretty menacing, and maybe it makes it look like it is a little bit more expensive. I don't know. The good news is there aren't too many stickers, so just 2 stickers right here, which adds a nice little touch on the top. There's some of the not flick fire, but they're spring-loaded missiles right there. You can shoot those by just kind of clicking back and it'll fire off. There's a lot of cool little hiding spots in here. So number 1, there's a pilot station here, or you can close that up. There's another section right in here, which is kind of weird, right? Because I guess this would be the gunner up here, maybe controls this gun up here, and then there'd be somebody in here, but would they be able to see? And this doesn't close all the way if they have a gun. But would that person be able to see? I don't know where they would see out of. I don't know, maybe there's like a scoping mechanism. But I think that's pretty cool. It's solid in here, and I think that's what gives the weight down the middle. Plus, these are solid pieces right there. I do like that they have 2 printed pieces versus 1. That's really nice. Nice of the designers. I overall think the design of this is a winner. So you've got some nice features here with the antennas. It came in 3 bags, and the great part about this is that even if you mainly purchased it for the figures, I think the pieces that it comes with and the color, it's fantastic. And I think builders could really do a lot with this, right? So even if you wanted to make some modifications of your own, there's ample opportunity to do so. And there's a lot of great pieces. And I was really impressed with just, some of the techniques that they used to create these curves. And there's some unique pieces in here. There's a couple of them in the mechanism here. There's not a crazy amount of technique, but there's a decent amount, right, to kind of formulate the gun. There's a few other areas where there's some technique, but really great, some of the techniques that were used. Here's from the back. It's not a ton to look at from the back, but it also doesn't look terrible either. Here you go. It swings, but it's not like ridiculous or anything. From the bottom, they use this so it can kind of coast and slide around. So I have to imagine that whether you're adult or kids will love to play around with this. It's really a very playable set, I think, in my opinion. So, if the only knock is just, okay, maybe this cannon needs to be slightly thicker and maybe a little bit shorter. I mean, I don't know. I'm not complaining too much. So I'm really happy with that. So, getting to the figures. Here we go. We got these 2 guys here, which I don't know why they could name one or the other. You'd have no idea. There's no markings on the other. So one is technically, I guess, a gunner / just regular battle droid, and the other one's a driver, or they're probably interchangeable. It's probably not a big deal. So those guys are nice. Leave him right there. Leave him there. Then next up, you have the Ahsoka clone, and I just love the face print. Just all in all, there's it's very similar to a 501st, just with a different helmet basically, but nice detailing there. And the new angry clone face, semi-angry clone face, I should say. Nothing on the back, but it's a great figure. God, I really wish they would have figured out a way to put maybe 2 of these in there. Maybe there'll be some future inclusion on a set, would be fantastic, so you could kind of complete out her regimen. And then of course, Ahsoka herself, and this is just beautiful. Great figure overall. Let it kind of focus there. Yeah, I love really all the detailing, the leg printing, torso, just the head, the hair, or I should say the Twi'lek. There we go. It's fantastic. She has 2 different faces. One where she's in battle mode right there, and that should do it. So I have a feeling a lot of people want this, and are probably a little upset to pay $40 for those 2, but frankly, I'm pretty happy. I mean, it was an enjoyable build. It was not complicated, pretty straightforward. The only part that was difficult was maybe this area right in here. Had some slight difficulty, nothing big. You get two nice battle droids. I like that they're not just plain, and the fact that they're just a little bit better is nice. Again, the great build and just two phenomenal figures. So I think if you look at, Ahsoka being, really, to me, would somebody pay $10 for her? Maybe, right? Like at least $6 to $10. Another, $5-6 for the clone, a couple bucks for the clone troopers. And so then the question is this a $20, or $15 vehicle? And I think it is. So I think it's a great set. I think it's priced well, especially if you can get a deal on it. And I'm really happy. Here are the spares. Get those here. I like getting an extra antenna. You get the usual extra lightsaber hilt, one of these, couple extra arms in case you want to do some battle carnage, and some other nice pieces. I don't think any of them were printed. This is a nice little piece to get an extra of in this corner piece. So with that, there she is. I really appreciate your watching. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. Again, I'm super happy. Another awesome build for Super Clone Week. And I hope to see you on the next Super Clone Week video on Wednesday, where I think we might be cracking the 501st Battle Pack. So, till then, we'll see you soon.